Hello everybody, I think we are live. That is what I'm being told. Oh, we are out having breakfast once again. I'm going to check and see if I have service on this and what's going on. So let's make sure everything is good. So bear with me for a minute. I hear the ding ding dings that things are live, so that's good. Maybe we can, oh, look at that, I got an ad again. It's always good to see those because it means that I've set it up properly. Okay, and skip. I said skip. And we're good. We're golden. Yeah, everything's good. So yeah. Hooray! It didn't take too long today. I'm excited. So yeah, welcome back to Siem Reap. My intention was to do one of these the other day from Phnom Penh, but when I was getting ready to do it, just getting ready, I had everything all set up and organized. I was just heading out of the apartment, or the hotel, and next thing I know, I go to just refresh my YouTube page, and it's done. Oregon Steve, hello, hello. Thank you very much for coming out this morning. That's so weird because my apologies. I'm used to seeing my friend Vietnam Steve. So when I see Oregon, I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, anyway, there was an outage on YouTube that morning. So like I said, I was going to go do the live stream and I just had to, cancel it because I had no access to anything. I could see my subscriptions, like the things that I wanted to look at, like if anybody that I was subscribed to, I could see their videos, but that was spotty at best too, and everything went just kind of south. And I'm like, I don't want to pack everything up, walk up to Wat Phnom, and then try to do a live stream, and then it just doesn't work out because it was freaking hot in Phnom Penh. So I just didn't want to chance anything. So I just stayed in that morning. I put out the short video. And then I went out and I did some filming, and it was just an epic fail day. Everything was going wrong, which is fine. Not everything has to be perfect. But I have content coming up, which is good. So I think I filmed 5 videos while I was away in 2 days, so not too bad. I'm happy to say that my return trip home was way better than my going there. I picked a VIP bus, and it was an actual bus with the big ass seat, and it had its own little tablet type of thing on the screen, on the seat in front of me, so I could watch bootleg movies and stuff. It was great. I loved it. But yeah, a shocking difference between the two different types of travel. Now, if I sound a little hoarse, I'm not sure. Either allergies are kicking in bad, or I picked up a bit of a cold. Recommend a good friend of mine, Buddy Tripp, moving to Siem Reap. He loves it. Got tired of the visa situation in Thailand. I understand that very well. I mean, I didn't have to deal with that very long. I was only there for a few months. Trying to think, I was there for 2 full months, then went to Siem Reap, and then back to do a 3rd month. But I realized, like, all of the traveling I was going to be doing, and like the constant hassle. Because back when I did it, Canadians, we only got 130 days. So now we get 60, which would have made it easier. It would have been a much better trip for me, because I would have just had the one, and if I could extend it again for another 2 months, I would have ended up with 4 months in Thailand instead of just 2. But, everything changes there on an hourly basis, it seems. So, but when I got here and I found out the ease of the visa situation, plus I just absolutely love the people here in Cambodia. So for me, it was an easy choice to stay here. And at no time have I regretted that decision. It's been one of the best things I've ever done for myself. So I'm happy. Yeah, but even this morning I was trying to get out earlier, and I was dragging this morning. I mentioned I may have come down with a little bit of something while I was in Phnom Penh. I don't know if I got it there, or if this is just me reacting to days and days and days of aircon, and my body's just kind of revolting. It could be anything, but yeah, I'm. Last night I was a little stuffed up, and the stomach was a little bit yucky. And then I had kind of like the feverish dreams where you're kind of in and out of consciousness throughout sleep, and I'm like, that wasn't great. And then this morning at around 5:30, I finally got a couple hours of decent, solid sleep, and I'm like, okay, that was nice. So I thought I was going to get up, and then my body was like, I lay down again. So I just listened. I was like, okay, I'm not going to argue it. So after I'm done here, I'm heading off to the market. I'm going to pick up some fresh lemon, lime, little calamansies, and some honey. Get some local honey. And I'll get back home and I'll make myself a tea. That should help reset everything. I am at, what's it called again? Something Cafe, Tech Cafe. I think. I was here one of my last live streams, so it's a great little spot. Give me a second here. Pull it up on maps. Tuck Cafe. I ordered breakfast too. I ordered a chicken thigh with rice, which I'm excited for. I haven't had that yet. And I've made a couple of changes, so you're not going to see any changes here. Hey, Frank, piss on the roof. I love the name. And enjoy your conversation with Steve. So yeah, before I left to go to Phnom Penh, I had dinner with my friend Austin Thukwa, and he mentioned to me some things that I could do to make some changes, just to up my game here. So one of them is this little thing. He said basically that I should the life of Joey. I plan to move to Siem Reap in a few days. How often do they lose electricity? I'm trying to think. It's sporadic. I'm trying to think the last time the power cut here was months ago. But the last time I had it cut was they were updating the lines in the old apartment that I had. So it was actually one. Frank, I'm going to give you I will be frank. Please just don't be antagonistic in the chat. I will easily and quickly shut that down, because even if you're an asshole, I can be a bigger one. So I appreciate people being civil in chat. It's just a rule. And if you can't abide by it, then we'll see you later, type of thing. Or you could scream into the void. That works too. So anyway, to get back to your conversation, Life of Joy, yes. Power cuts here, I would say every 3 to 4 months you'll get it. It's like 15, 20 minutes. Happen more often during the rainy season, but not, yeah. Let me get that taken care of. So give me a moment. This is the fun part of live streaming, because they all come out of the fucking woodwork. Let's see if I can get this going here. I couldn't. Thank you so much. Oh, it looks wonderful. It looks great. I love it. I couldn't. Okay. Okay. Oh, whatever. Oh. Well, if that's the case, Joe, enjoy fucking off. Bear with me for a moment here, folks. Okay, why? Okay. My apologies, folks. Trying to get some administrative things taken care of here. And for whatever reason, I'm having a hard time. So, the joys of being live. You know what, Joe? I don't really care for your antics. I'll block all of them. I don't really give a fuck. You know, you seem to enjoy antagonizing people, which is whatever. I don't personally understand it, but you know. You know what? It's fine. Tell me to go back to Canada. I've heard you say that before. You know, go back to the rock you crawled under, whatever. I don't fucking care. You know, you're a piece of shit. There you go. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm not going to pay attention to it because it's not worth my time. I've already wasted enough time on it. Shit. There we go. I'm fine. I'm not going to pay attention to it because it's not worth my time. I've already wasted enough time on it. Piece of shit. There we go. I'm fine. There you go. There we go. Sorry. Oh, no. Don't. I'm just taking care of, you know, putting out the trash, so to speak, whatever. I want to have breakfast, so that's my important thing. Bear with me again for a moment while I get things set up. And I just don't understand some people some days, but whatever. Okay. So yeah, good morning everybody. My apologies for the little shit show there for a moment, but you know, sometimes people want to be antagonistic and be crass, so yeah, the trolls are here. It's fine, it's what it is. I'm usually fine with it. As for moderators, it's just as easy for me to take care of it on my own. I just didn't have it set up this morning, so no big deal. Hello, Jack. I did. I had a great time in Phnom Penh. Got word from Dean this morning they're en route. They're coming back. Oh, this is a fried chicken. Okay. Let's get on this. And best part, it's the local chicken. Super skinny. So these are the kind that we look at in the West, we go like, what in the absolute hell is wrong with that little bird? It's got no fat. Because it lives a natural life. And they're delicious. They have more flavor than the chickens back home. Absolutely love it. You like my no BS content? I appreciate that. I try to keep my life drama free and as much and as low BS content as possible. But you know, it is what it is. Got people being angry, which is, how many live streams have I done again? 8 or 9. I order you a coffee and you'll be here later to pick it up. Yeah, it's a delightful Americano here. But yeah, the trip to Phnom Penh was just everything I needed and wanted. You know, part of it, of course, was for me to, you know, get a trip and get away. And then, you know, the majority of it was, I just wanted to check in on Dean, see how he was faring. And happy to see that he was doing really good. Great spirits. Hey, Matto. We just returned to Phnom Penh. Yeah, it was funny because I was getting comments about, oh, you should go do this, this, and this. I'm like, by the time I was getting them, I was like, I'm already home. I even bumped into a subscriber on the first day there. He's like, oh, I saw your video. I thought you'd be, you know, in Phnom Penh and back to Siem Reap already. I'm like, no, I'm pretty much live right now. But that'll change. And by the next day, it was already changing. Oh, but yeah, I had a great time. Ate some great food while I was there. It was perfect. It was a nice trip. Nice again to see the guys, the lads. You know, show them some support, love. You know, as I've stated, coming over here is it's wonderful. I love being in Cambodia. But if something happens and you're, you know, your support system is back home and you don't have a support system here, it's easy to get, you know, overwhelmed with things. So, you know, getting sick shouldn't have to be an awful experience. So, for me, I always think friends should rally around and help. That's what I see here too in Cambodia. Oh my God, that was good. Life of Joey. 48, single, retired military, looking for peace, not so much a relationship. Better Siem Reap or Phnom Penh. I would. The thing is they're completely different. Depending on what your expectations are. If you need a city life, access to malls and huge, like it's a huge city, but there's malls and there's a nightlife, there's tons of restaurants, lots of things to explore. Phnom Penh is great, but if you need quiet and peace, Siem Reap is the place to go. You still get almost everything you want here. And then the other thing too is like, it's only, you know, I can get to Phnom Penh for $10, easy. Get a nice bus and get down there 6 hours later. I can leave either first thing in the morning or the night before and get there early in the morning, spend the day, hop on a bus back, drop 20 bucks on transport, and have an adventure. But if I need to go shopping and do stuff, the other thing too is like, if there's something I see that I need and it's available in Phnom Penh, I can contact them usually on Facebook and, you know, make arrangements, send them a payment through ABA, and then they ship it and it's here the next day. You know, there's some camera gear that I'm wanting to get. I'm going to try to do that. You went away for the Chinese New Year, Meadow. Yeah. I unexpectedly went to Phnom Penh during it. I don't know what it is with me and Chinese New Year and travel, but I do it a lot. My first trip here, I went back to Bangkok during the Chinese New Year. That was a stupid move. Oh. Oh well. Man, this looks good. Oh. Look at that crispy skin. Hell yeah. I have so much tech on my table, it's stupid. Oh, I'm a happy man. So yeah, enjoy. The other nice thing about Siem Reap is access to the Angkor Wat temples. They're amazing. You can get a pass in your second year here. I usually go whenever you want, which I take full advantage of. But some folks will get here to Siem Reap. It doesn't quite fit. It doesn't match what they're looking for. And Phnom Penh doesn't fit. I've had some friends that hit Kampot, and that's where they find that they want to be. Close proximity to the beach. You know, mountains are there. Good expat community. So it's just, there's all kinds of stuff all over the place. Absolutely, Joy. You get here, let me know. Happy to show you the ropes, so to speak. I learned just by coming here and hitting the ground, running, so to speak. But I've traveled a lot, moved a lot, so I'm kind of used to, you know, finding, catching my feet quickly when I land at a spot. So, but there's so much to explore here. Went with the family, so no rest for you. Yeah, I would imagine. Well, I got back late Wednesday. Oh, not late. It was like around 8 o'clock at night. But after the long day, I was wiped. And I didn't see Sopal until last night. She came over for dinner. That was nice. That was the first time I've traveled without, you know, while being with her and everything. So it was, I missed her. It was, you know, it's nice to come back and see her. And don't eat the bones, Sean. But yeah, it was great. Same for me in the Philippines. I hit the ground, figured it out myself. Yeah, it's not complicated to figure things out here. As long as you're open to change, you're fine. I found that anywhere that I've moved, you know, if you set the expectations, like life is going to be different, you're set. You're going to be fine. This is such a good meal here. I haven't been to the Philippines yet. It's on my list. I have a ton of friends back in Canada from the Philippines. So I have heard nothing but great things from them. It was on my original list of places to go to when I first came across. But once I settled in Cambodia, I just kind of set, I was like, well, I'll do that. I don't have to rush. And so Paul and I are planning on traveling together. So she has never really left Cambodia, so it'll be fun to travel with somebody. I'm excited for it. To share the world and see it not just through your eyes, but somebody else's as well. It's kind of fun. Mostly want to know where the good food spots are that I can trust. Street food, there's a gamble. Yeah, here it's not so much. You're good almost everywhere. I've had mostly good meals here. The only time I've ever had anything that was like questionable was trying to go out for a Western meal. You have your expectations set a certain way, and you get there and you're like, oh, okay, that didn't quite fit. But other than that, it's not like it's been a bad meal. It's just been not what I was expecting. But yeah, there's tons of street food here. There's also just tons of little restaurants that are, little mom and pop shop places like this place here. It's mostly outdoors and it's beautiful. Yep, as I said, plenty of great food around, up to you entirely. Jack, yeah, they were here in September. Siem Reap is their vibe. Yeah, it's, the thing is, once you get here, you'll understand if it's for you quickly. You'll either gel right away or you'll be like, not quite. I've had food poisoning 6 times in 3.5 years. 2 years here, and it was once. It wasn't off of food. It was off of a can of Fanta. And that was when I first came to Siem Reap on vacation. And I'm pretty sure it was, the can came from a stall. I didn't wipe down the lid. I just cracked it open and drank it. So that was on me. Dodgy water, but whatever. Lesson learned. It's easy to get over. But as for like eating something and not sitting well, I haven't had that issue. But again, I got a fairly sturdy system when it comes to food. After having colitis for most of my adult life, I don't get overwhelmed by shit very much. This is so much fun. Just plucking away at this chicken. This is really nice. I love the chicken here. And the other thing too is like that I found really interesting is you go to the grocery store and chicken breast is the cheapest thing you can get. Oh, okay. To you, Cambodia looks like what you thought Philippines would? Yeah. There's a new movie that's out. Give me a second. I'll look it up. I went and saw it yesterday. But it's, if you get a chance to see it, it does a phenomenal job of showing what Cambodia looks like. Give me a second there. Far away, close to you. far away close to you. I went and saw it yesterday. My friend Miriam mentioned that it's hello Portia. When I was in Phnom Penh with Alan and Dean, my friend Miriam, she lives in the city, and she also does a YouTube channel. She does like trivia and does live streams like every evening. It's really fun. But she was mentioning that this movie was being considered for, they're considering submitting it to the Academy for Best Foreign Film, or Foreign Language Film, I think it was. But one of the things that is a requirement for the Academy is that it has to be in the theaters for 7 days. So it was released on the 12th. So yesterday was the 7th day. So I just wanted to kind of, you know, make sure that I went to see it to support it. And my God, it was absolutely stunning. It was a romance. It was a young lady in high school, her final year. Her friends all excited about, you know, graduating and getting their exams and everything. And they're making their plans. And then her mom's like, yeah, you're going to go be moving to the country for a year. I have to go to work overseas. So just this young girl being uprooted and thrown into the countryside. And my God, it was absolutely gorgeous. I recognized some of the areas and stuff. It was nice. It was nice to see a local film that I enjoy. If you like zombie movies, I just watched We Bury the Dead. It was actually kind of scary. That's awesome. I'll have to check it out. Let me see if it's available here. We Bury the Dead. I don't see it here. See where that's at, where it's from. Oh, 2025. Oh, it was a US one, okay. I'm assuming I can find that on one of the streaming channels or something. Not yet, as of January 1st. Okay. Oh, it's late November. Okay. I'll keep my eyes peeled for it. Getting off the main roads is a great way to see the real countryside. It is, absolutely. Absolutely. The thing I loved about this movie was, like, you're young, so they rode bicycles everywhere. And as a guy that rides a bicycle on dirt roads and everything, I was enamored by it. Jack, thank you so much for popping in. I understand it's late, so sleep well. Know that Siem Reap is still here, kicking. We'll be waiting for you. Oh, gotta love it here. All right, just to think is, like, you know, I get up, take a quick little bike ride down to my local little restaurant here. I could walk, it'd be like 10 minutes or so, but, you know, just a couple minutes on a bicycle. And here I am surrounded by all this. Beautiful. And it's a Friday morning. What's the average cost of a used motorbike there? Depending on the size and the age of them, like little 50cc things you can get for a couple $100, but they're not really recommended. Usually we recommend something like around 110 to 125cc Mine's 115, and I paid 600 and change for mine. But yeah, you can find them all over the place. You can get new bikes around $1,400 to $2,000. I would recommend renting one for sure. Take a look at the different ones that are available and see what kind of fits your needs and your like how you want to move. I got a fully automatic one called the Zoomer. It's older, but it gets me around, does what it needs to. But it's also one of the it's belt driven, not chain. So the belts tend to stretch after a while. But, chains do a little bit too, but my next one will be more of like a manual or semi-automatic, where you kick the gears, and that just makes life easier for me. Oh, hey Joe, in the PH. You visit the Philippines now this September. I'm coming to Thailand and then coming to Cambodia. Me and my wife will be retiring in 1.5 years. It's amazing to do that. Portia, just curious. That looks like the same place you've been at the last few videos. Is that because there are a few places near you, or you just really like it? Column A, column B. There are places here. This is just a really comfortable place to get to that has a good vibe and a good space that I don't have to cross traffic or anything. Listen, ant, get off. Big old ant. Big giant red ant wandered around in my soup. But yeah, I just came here. I was going to go someplace else this morning, but getting a late start and not really feeling 100% today. I was like, I'm just going to stay close to home. Moto vlog would be great here. Yeah. The bike I'm looking at getting next is the Yamaha PG1. It looks more like an off-road vehicle. It looks like a proper motorcycle. 115 cc, so you don't need to get a license for it. But it has full-size tires. It's not like the little scooter ones that we got, but it actually has proper tires. And I've seen people take it off-road, so if you wanted to explore more off-road stuff, that would be the bike I would be looking at. But I just want to get one. Karen, how does the license processing over there, or do you have an international license? So, if you have a regular license from back home, and you're planning on staying here full time, and you want to get a car or a bigger bike, you can take a class and get that done here. You can just renew it every year or so. It's not complicated. It's pretty easy to do. You have to go to Phnom Penh though for the license, the initial license, but then you can renew it once you have it here in Siem Reap. But if you get a bike that's under 125 cc, you don't need to worry about anything. They're not licensed, so you don't have to get anything for them. So they're pretty nice. But you really don't need anything bigger than 115 cc's or 125 cc here. The majority of the time, you'll be doing 60 kilometers on the highways. You can go faster if you want, but traffic will be traffic. And I just usually try to stay low key. But, Honda ADV, yeah, they're popular here, the 160s. I know some folks that with those ones, and they love them. But for me, it's just overkill here. But if you own a bike here and you get, like if you buy it new and you get the license done directly for you, my understanding is you can drive those across the border, like to Vietnam. So that'd be a road trip I would love to do. Did a video on license. You did. I know For Real just did. Jeremy and Claire just posted one not too long ago about getting licensed and stuff. So I didn't know you did that as well, Matto. I have to check it out. Oh my God, this is good. Turning off the other camera. Very good. Oh. What a great breakfast. Honestly though. Nice rice, vegetables, chicken, and soup. $2.50. I will never complain. Here, the place is great. And this broth is just full of garlic, which is perfection for me, because I do love me good garlic. Oh. So yeah, Alan and Dean are en route to Siem Reap. Their insurance company paid for a car to take them. So they got a taxi, basically, or limo. Are there three-wheel electric bikes readily available, or do you think there'd be a special order situation? I think I've seen a few three-wheelers. I don't know if they're electric. There's a lot of, I call them like a half a golf cart. It looks like a golf cart cut in half, like down the middle. Not not this way, but this way. So it looks like this, like, you know, little thin, narrow thing. And those are all over the place here. You can get more full-sized ones that can seat like 3 or 4 people. So I'm understanding they're quite reasonable. Some are like around $1,500 or something. Yeah. You're super accident prone? Yeah. I kind of know the feeling. No, there are options here if you need stability. A good friend of mine, Paul, has a problem with his neck. So he had to get a one of those scooter, not a scooter, it's like again, three-wheel made to order is a Scoopy, yeah. I've seen some people that drove around on like homemade looking three-wheelers, but I haven't seen any official ones. Remember the ones I saw back in Canada were 2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back, like a motorcycle, and they were like the wheels would change. It was really cool. It's something I was looking at getting when back in Canada. But yeah. If you need more stability, you don't want to get a car, you can get these little scooter or these golf cart things. Then there's all different types of them. So you can find anything you want suiting on your needs. Again, you'll probably see something here that you wouldn't expect. And you're like, oh, okay. So that's how they're doing this instead of, you know, back home. That's what I have. Can-Ams, that's exactly it, Matto. Yep. Yeah, those are really cool. For the roads in Canada would have been fine. I would not want to drive one here. Hello, fellow community from around the world. How is everybody doing? Samzy. We're good, man. Good, good, good. Enjoying a lovely morning here in Siem Reap. Just finishing up breakfast. Enjoying a chat with you guys. Life is pretty good. At least I don't have a complaint about it at all. Life of joy. Are there stray dogs concerned while riding? The Philippines are everywhere and it's dangerous for them running into your path. I mean, I'm not going to say that they don't exist. Yeah, they're here. A lot of the dogs I see are more like, they're pretty chill and laid back, so they don't really get into the thick of it very much. Again, I haven't seen them running into the roads like I have in other places. Like, they're here, but it's not a big deal. You know, I know when I was in Thailand, I had issues with, you know, the dogs in packs coming after me when I was, you know, walking around the city in Bangkok, which I haven't had here. But again, depends on where you're going. Where I've gone, I haven't seen it, so not been an issue for me. But somebody could be here for 5 minutes and run into that. So, but yeah, dogs here are pretty chill. Oh, okay. Well, I'm running on. I think I'm going to end the stream if you guys are okay. I just wanted to have breakfast and then I'm going to go, like you said, get a bunch of stuff. Get some groceries done. Some, I need to get some honey, ginger, and some lemons. So I can make myself a tea when I go home. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with me this morning. I'll be doing it again on Saturday, East Coast Standard. Usually, I try to shoot between 8 and 9 a.m. So if it goes a little bit later, it goes a little later. Yeah, exactly, Beto. I see them sleeping on the side of the road, you know, or on the road. But I tend not to drive fast here. You know, the highways are usually pretty good, but, you know, the little smaller roads and like off the beaten path, I don't usually go much over 30. So anyway, later skater Portia, you summed it up perfectly. I haven't heard that in a long time. Anyway, if you like the content, please like, comment, and share, subscribe. But I'll be back again soon, another live stream again this Saturday, like I said, regular content. Otherwise, you know, see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.